Greetings and welcome to news you should know, but probably don't. We're gonna do this. I think we're gonna make it a weekly post, bi-weekly, semi-weekly post, talking about news that has slipped through the proverbial cracks of our mainstream media overlords. Praise be the almighty algorithm in all its glory. Okay, let's get into it. There's three on the docket for today. Three spicy little meatballs. I know the world's been talking a lot about billionaires in submarines, or billionaires fighting, or billionaires dating, or, chicken nuggets. That's always a good topic. In fact, if you wanted to talk about chicken nuggets on a 24-hour news cycle, there's a debate to be made that would be more beneficial for society. I digress. Let's dig right into numero uno.
Number one, not uno.
The JP Morgan, Jeffrey Epstein settlement. Yeah, did you hear about that? Did you hear about the $300 million that JP Morgan agreed to pay Epstein victims? For allegedly being well aware of what was going on. Essentially. No big deal. Even after JP Morgan ignored Epstein ties to nymphettes, even after he had been accused of the egregious crimes which we are well aware he committed, and also well aware that it's highly unlikely that he unalived himself. How are we doing? I think I'm doing better on language so far. I'm trying not to swear as much. Apparently YouTube doesn't like that because it's a big toddler, baby-fed, spoon-fed, censored, great platform that I'm really happy that we're doing well on. We almost have 3,000 subscribers on here, guys. What's up? But that's number one, and I think that's a big one, kind of. You could argue it's kind of a big deal that JP Morgan, essentially has admitted, think about this sentence I'm going to say. JP Morgan has admitted that they knew what was going on. Are we all comprehending that? JP Morgan has admitted that they knew what was going on with the Jeffrey Epstein stuff by essentially settling with various victims of Epstein. That's a good one, eh? That's a good starter piece. What could possibly top that? Did you know that 3M Innovations, yes, good old American company, the pinnacle of American values. Oh, snaps. Oops, they poisoned everyone. They just poisoned everyone. Look at this. Look, I can't say 3M. Forever Chemical settlement. $10.3 billion to 5,000 communities across the United States of America. Oh, for what? Oh, just putting a little poison in your water. We just sprinkle a little Forever Chemicals in your water. Duh. These are the chemicals that cause cancer. Yes, if you're wondering. And almost undoubtedly, at some point in your life, because it's literally a $10 billion settlement across 5,000 municipalities. You drank some of the shit. There's no getting around it. You drank some of this stuff. You drank some of this poisoned water. 3M, how much has 3M made? What's 3M's yearly profits? So they were fined $10 billion. What's 3M's yearly profits? 3M gross profit for the quarter was $3.41 billion. So they make about $12 billion a year. So they've been poisoning us for 10 years. So it's like 10% of their profit they paid, probably less than that. That's a fair payment for the health of millions and millions of Americans and anyone else that was unfortunate enough to drink the fucking tap water that we're told is safe to drink. There's number two. So number two is 3M. It's hard to say this stuff without laughing. That's how absurdly effed up it is, okay? 3M Innovation, $10 billion settlement. So they've admitted to it, for poisoning the waters of 5,000 communities across America. Yeah. Here we go. This is a good one. Okay. U.S. government transfers $300 million worth of seized Silk Road Bitcoins. So this came out July 12th, so about a week and a half ago. So it turns out, 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, this came out. On July 12th, on-chain data shows that the U.S. government transferred about 10,000 Bitcoins worth just over 300 million. These Bitcoins originally came from James Jean's Silk Road. If you'll remember, that was a dark web website where you could purchase pretty much anything you desired, mostly drugs and guns, I believe. Probably some other heinous shit on there as well. But who do you think started the Silk Road? The CIA or the FBI in Minecraft, allegedly. But yeah, definitely that seems to be probably who started it. I don't know. This to me just raises alarms. You got a lot going on with digital currency, decentralized digital currency. You got FedNow launching this month. You got the feds moving around seized drug Bitcoin, suspiciously too. So this is what they've done. Last March they sold. Last March the government sold about the equivalent amount, just over $200 million worth of Bitcoin. So this is stirring up speculations as to whether the government is looking to sell its share of Bitcoin. Why would the government do that? Well, what if they were making moves to ensure that Bitcoin lost most of its inherent value? And then hypothetically in Minecraft, they were trying to cash out while they still can, right? Before they essentially come in and obliterate cryptocurrencies. That's a fictional story, All right, so just to recap our fun little weekly recap, first of many, first edition, okay? Just to recap, we got JP Morgan settles $300 million with Epstein victims. Settled, done, admitted that they knew what was going on. Number 2, 3M Innovations poisons millions of Americans with forever chemicals, cancer-causing chemicals through contaminated drinking water. $10 billion settlement, which is about, less than a year of their revenue, judging by quarterly results. So yeah, $10 billion for murdering millions of Americans. When you're making trillions, it's not really that big of a price to pay, is it? And then lastly, U.S. government moving around seized Bitcoins like they're hot, like they got a burning hole in their pocket, like they're hot cakes, moving them Bitcoins like they're hot cakes. What do we make of all of this? Well, I mean, clearly they don't want us talking about those 3 things. They would prefer us talking about Twitter changing its name to X, which I will digress. That's so dumb. I don't understand why. What are we doing here? Thanks for tuning in. Tap that subscribe button or die. I'm just kidding. I love you. That was fun. We're going to do this on a weekly basis. We will consolidate the most troubling news stories, the stories that they are trying to distract you from. That's what we're going to do here every week on the News You Should Know, but probably don't segment, brought to you by News Updates for Real. Cop some merch or don't. Stick around either way. I love y'all, all right? Take care. Stay safe, stay informed. Peace.